Morning and welcome to today's English lesson. Before we get started, I've got some amazing work that I've had sent through that I just want to show you all because I'm so proud, and I've just got to show you all the fabulous leaflets that have been sent from our previous unit. So before we start our new text, I just want to recap what we've already done. So someone has sent through to me an amazing leaflet that they have started writing to give to their man and tell him all about how to make sure that we keep the planet and the earth safe. So I was really impressed with this because I definitely didn't say that you had to make it into a leaflet, but what a fabulous idea. And I can see you've spent a lot of time trying to get lots of different coloured paper to make it all and fold it all up into the correct places. And look, even here, we've got the subheadings, so the different sections that are going to be in the leaflet. So that is brilliant. And thank you so much for sending that in. Maybe some of you want to put all your information together in a little leaflet. And if you do, send me a photo of it so I can see how brilliant they are. Maybe we'll even be able to put them up in the classroom when we get back to school. I've also had some super sections that are going to go in your little leaflets as well. Lots of you wrote about making sure that the animals were looked after, and I can see that everyone has been including those ing suffixes at the end of their verbs, so well done. I've also seen some super phonics being used to do their spellings, so brilliant everybody. I've been really impressed. And here's a couple more, which is just beautiful handwriting, and I just couldn't not post because I've just been so proud of everybody's work. So well done to you all at home, because I know you're working super hard. So let's get started then with today's English lesson. And we are starting a new book, which is very exciting. But before we start it, we're going to do our Vocab Blast. So we've got 5 words that we have been exploring over the past couple of weeks up on the board. Hopefully you can see them. I want you to spend a couple of minutes just now just making sure you read them, okay? And try and think and remember what the meanings are to these words. So just pause the video and have a little read and a little think for me. Super, well done for doing that at home. So we're going to now go through these words and their definitions just to clarify them, and then I've got a little activity for you to do at home as well. So the first word we've got here is flee, and the word is flee. Okay, so the word flee is when you are escaping from or leaving danger quite quickly. The word in the middle we've got wobbly. Okay, if something is wobbly, it means it is moving from side to side, a bit like that jelly that we looked at yesterday. Here I've got the word burst. Okay, burst is when a substance explodes or comes out of a packet, such as if we've got crisps and we pop it, then the crisps are bursting out of the packet. We've also got calm. Okay, if you're calm, you're being very relaxed, it's very peaceful. And our last word we've looked at is selfish. Okay, if you're being selfish, you are just thinking about yourself and not thinking about others around you. And we looked a little bit, didn't we, about the children just taking the toys, they were being selfish, keeping them to themselves and not giving them to others to play with. So my job for you now is I've popped all these words down here at the bottom, and I want you to have a little think which ones are adjectives and which ones are verbs. Can you remember what an adjective and what a verb is? Just have a little think. Well done if you said adjectives are describing words, okay? So adjective describe nouns, they describe objects. And verbs are actions, okay? And you might have thought of an action such as jump or wave or run. So now I want you to have a little look at these words below. So for example, let's choose the word flee. is flee an adjective or is it a verb? I want you to have a go at doing that with all these 5 words. So just pause the video now and just have a little think, and then I will show you the answers. Super. Hopefully you've had a little go at doing that at home. I'm going to sort them out for you now. So flee, which is the word we had before, means to leave a place quickly, in danger. So that is a verb. It is an action. It is something that we are doing. Okay, if you are being selfish, it is describing somebody's behavior, therefore it is an adjective. If we are using burst to describe how something has come out of a packet, then it is a verb because it is an action, something that is being done. If something is calm, we are describing the atmosphere or a person, therefore it's an adjective. And the same with wobbly. If we've got wobbly, we're describing how something is moving. Therefore, it's an adjective as well. So well done if you managed to get those words in the correct categories. Give yourselves a pat on the back. Super. Shall we get started with our new book? I am so excited about this. I hope you are at home as well. So shall we have a little look? Ooh, building up the suspense for you all at home. Oh. So something has happened overnight at school. Oh, here we've got a giant picture and it looks like a bit of, I don't know, like an explosion. Maybe there's some fire there and there's some shrapnel, some materials flying everywhere. And the items are on the school playground. I wonder what they are and who they belong to. Do you want to see some more pictures of them? Let's have a look. Oh my goodness, have a look at this picture. What can you see? What do you think might have happened? Pause this video, have a little think. What can you see? What might have happened? Okay, so in this picture then, I can see here there are some footprints, but the footprints are green. When we walk on things, are they green? And they look like they've got 1, 2, 3, 4 toes. Do we have 4 toes? Oh, I wonder who those footprints belong to. Also, I can see that it's been sectioned off because there's the cone there to keep people away from things. And there's some sort of metal material there. Maybe a part of something. And some poles, like they belong to some sort of structure. I wonder what has happened. Maybe someone has crashed, but then why would there be these feet? Who do the feet belong to? So today I want you to be a detective. So what I need you to go and get is your hat. So put your detective hat on. I need you to get your magnifying glass to help you search for some clues. And we're going to think and ask questions about what might have happened, because something has happened in school and we need to get to the bottom of it. So I've popped 2 photos up on the screen that you can hopefully still see. This second one here looks like it's got a very unusual object in the background. There's already been some police on the scene, if you see here to my right. But here, look, if we look closer, it looks like, wait a minute, let me get my magnifying glass. It looks like something has crashed into the playground. Ooh. And this man here in his white suit is from forensics. That means he's come to get samples of things to find out who this crash site might belong to. So maybe something living has come out of this object that has crashed. I wonder if you're starting to use your detective brains to think about who it might be and what might have happened. I'm a bit worried. So I want you today to help me think of some questions. So your detective work is going to include thinking of some questions that you want to ask about what has happened on the playground. Just spend a couple of seconds though thinking, what needs to be in a question? If we're going to be good detectives today, we need to think about what needs to be in our super question. So just spend a minute having a think what goes at the start and what goes at the end of a question. Okay, so hopefully you've had a little discussion about what goes in a question, ready for us to be our detectives. And you should have said that at the start of our question, we have a question word. And can you remember here, I've put on my question hands with my question words on that we might want to use today. So some of the questions include who, where, why, when, what, or which. We've also got does, is, would, should, and could. So we need to use a question word, and then at the end, remember, we need to punctuate using a question mark. Pop your hand up in the air and we curl our question mark round. So we go question mark. Make sure we've got our punctuation punch at the bottom. So here I've got an example of a question we might want to ask as detectives. And it says, who put the mess there? Who put the mess there? So let's just check this question and make sure it's got everything that we need in it. So at the start here, I have got my question word. So I've got the word who. I've written all the words in my question, and then right at the end, I've got my question mark. So this is what we need to be making sure we're including today as we are being our detectives to get to the bottom of what on earth has happened on the school playground. I've got 3 keywords at the top that you might want to use. The first word is spaceship. Spaceship. Similar to a rocket, okay? It travels up into space. The next word here is crate. A crate is a wooden box that can be used to store big objects in. And we've also got this word here, alien. Oh, maybe you think an alien's got something to do with this. Let's have another little think. So now, hopefully you've still got your magnifying glass. I want you to start thinking about the questions that we could ask. So get your magnifying glass out. Have a little look at these pictures. What sort of questions might we ask? So for example, we might say, how did the footprints get on the playground? Have a think. What else could we ask? Have a little magnifying look. Look closely at these pictures. What can you see? Pause the video if you need a lot longer so you can have a clear look. Make sure that detective brain is working hard. Okay, right, I think I've got my questions. Are we ready? Let's have a little look then. You know what? I might have to keep flicking back through these pictures and having a little explore just to help me think of my questions. So I'm going to start with one of my question words at the start of my question. So let me think, which one am I going to use? I'm going to use the word how at the start of my question. So my first question is going to start with the word how. And I'm going to think of my question first. Okay, I think I've got my question. My question is, how did the spaceship, because I think it's a spaceship, crash? How did the spaceship crash? Right, I've got 5 words. So my first one is, how did my spaceship, I'm going to use the word off the word map, spaceship crash. Sound out crash for me. Crash, crash, crash. How did my spaceship, how did the spaceship crash? Right, now let's check I've punctuated it correctly. So I've got my question word at the start, but it needs a capital letter because it's the start of a question. And remember, at the end, I need a question mark, okay? Because I'm asking a question, I need to punctuate it correctly. Right. There's my first question. How did the spaceship crash? I'm going to flick back now to my pictures before and think of a different question. Well, using my magnifying glass, I have spotted some footprints which I think belong to the alien. But I can't see where the alien has gone. So I think that's going to be my next question, because I'm going to challenge myself and see if I can start my question with a different question word each time. So I'm going to say, where has the alien gone? So where has the alien gone? Let me see if I can find where on my word map. Here it is. I'm going to use where. Where has the alien gone? Right. Capital letter at the start, don't forget. Where has the alien, I'm going to use off the word map, alien gone? Ooh, gone is a tricky word. Have a go at spelling it. G-O-N, gone. G-O-N. But actually, it has a silent E at the end. Where has the alien gone? Right. I wonder if I can get 2 more questions. Let's have a look. So I said, how did the spaceship crash? Where has the alien gone? Maybe, could I write, what time did it happen? Because there aren't really many clues there I can't find. So I might say that now. What time did it happen? So I've got a different question word. What time? Can you sound out time for me? T-I-M, time. Brilliant. Time. That doesn't look right. Let me try a different I sound. Yes, it's a split digraph. What time did it happen? Happen. Question mark at the end. Great. Right, let's do one more question then. So I've said, how did the spaceship crash? Where has the alien gone? What time did it happen? What about, where is the rest of the spaceship? Yeah, where is the rest of the spaceship? Oh, I've already used a where. Think of a different word that I've not used then. What about who? Oh, I've not used who. Why don't I say who was in the spaceship? Yes, who was in the spaceship? Then I've got 4 different question words. Who was in the spaceship? Great. Right, so they're my 4 questions. Now I'm a super detective. Shall we check and make sure that my questions are correct for the day? So I need to make sure that each one starts with a question word. All the words are written in the question, and my question mark comes at the end. My challenge was to try and use a different question word for each question, which I think I've done, but I will double check. So my first one is, how did the spaceship crash? So I've got my how at the start, and I've got my question mark at the end, and all the words are there. Fabulous. Where has the alien gone? I've got my question word here. I've got my question mark at the end, and I've written all the words in the sentence. What time did it happen? Question mark, question word, all the words. And who was in the spaceship? Oh, what if I missed off this last one here? Have a little look. Oh, I forgot to put a capital letter, didn't I, at the start of my question? Let me check it. Let me change it. This is why it's always really important to check your work when you've finished it. Who was in the spaceship? There we go. That's much better. Fabulous. So I want you now to have a little bit of time to try and be a detective at home. And you can use these frames to help you, okay? So you can pause the screen if you would like, or this work is also on the website or in work packs in school if you want to come and collect them. So we've got all our question words here for you to use, and we've got some keywords to have a little go at doing as well. And there's also some more words in our word bank here on the bottom sheet if you need them to help generate your questions. So go and have fun, be a super detective, and maybe, just maybe, we'll find out some more clues tomorrow as to what has happened on our playground. Will we get to the bottom of this mystery? I hope so. Fingers crossed. See you tomorrow, everyone.